Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We're looking at an okay day. I mean, it's going to be cloudy. You could get some sun late this afternoon. We'll top out in the 80-ish area, 80 to 82. Yes, clouds, could be a touch of rain, could get a little sun later, and then it looks like some more rain coming in into the overnight. And then tomorrow for your Tuesday could be a lot warmer. We'll be about 85 to 90, maybe a little more humid, and more sunshine for your Tuesday. Hope everyone had a great weekend, holiday weekend. Maybe you were off all week like myself. I decided to take the week off, did a few things we'll get into here, but hopefully everybody feeling good, back for work on a Monday, July 7th. And it is weird when you have July 4th falling on a Friday and, you know, just with everything. Just, Saturday felt like Sunday and Friday felt like Saturday, and it just weird things, weird days and things going on. And I'm not sure yesterday felt like a Sunday. Maybe a little bit. I spent the early part of the week at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. Me and 6 kids. I had my 3 kids, had a couple of Abigail's good friends, and also my oldest child, Leah, her boyfriend. That's right. I've become that dad. I had a boyfriend on a trip for the very first time, but it was great. We had a great time, a lot of fun. Hung out, a lot of swimming going on, a lot of eating going on, and everyone had a good time. Then I come back from Mohegan, and by the way, the part of the best part of the trip is always the ferry ride. Love the ferry out of Orient, going and coming if you get good weather. We had phenomenal weather. I almost wish the ferry was longer than it is. I know it sounds crazy, but it's so relaxing, just sitting there with the sun beating down on you out on the water. It was nice. We come back on July 3rd, and Tennis Nick had his annual July 3rd party filled with food, family, and, of course, fireworks. And we had a great time over there. Just phenomenal. A lot of great people. Food was incredible. Fireworks, always incredible. Now, I will also say he has a nephew, Mondo. They call him Mondo. I think his full name is Armando, but his nickname is Mondo, and I believe he's 7 years old. And there was a rumor going around that the only reason Mondo came to the party was to see me. Now, I'm not saying that to build myself up. I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back, but, we do have fans here and there. A lot of people who listen to the show. I run into a lot of folks who love to listen to the show. And Mondo, at 7 years old, is one of them. And as a matter of fact, his parents weren't even there at the beginning part of the party. I believe they dropped him off just so he could say hi and hang out. And we did. We had a good time. Took some pictures. Very cute kid and big fan. He loves Tyler Hubbard, by the way. He loves Tyler Hubbard, which is awesome. And big shout out to Mondo. Got to meet one of our biggest fans on July 3rd. That was really awesome. Dublin Deck on July 4th. We had our big ticket blitz with ZBTB, the Zac Brown Tribute Band. That was a fun day and another great day of weather out at Dublin Deck. Man, the weather all week was really phenomenal. On Saturday, the 5th, I went out to Rockaway, visited my parents. My sister Amy was there. We also had a good time hanging out, chatting, catching up, had some good food, and it was great to go out and see my parents on Saturday. And then yesterday, which I alluded to in The Bald and the Beautiful, DJ Deuce had a little get-together. That's right. Went over to DJ Deuce's house for the very first time, I might add, and I loved it. It was awesome. We watched the Ozzy Osbourne Black Sabbath final show from England. It was on tape. You could rent it for X amount of time, right? It was on demand from Saturday. We watched it Sunday, and it was great. We fast-forwarded some of the bands, some of the lesser-known bands that we weren't into. fast forwarded a little, but the whole thing total was like 8 hours long. We did not watch 8 hours straight. We forwarded a bunch of the stuff, but we watched the big stuff. And as I mentioned in the Bald and the Beautiful Entertainment not too long ago, Ozzy sounded great. He did not get up out of his throne that they made for him, but man, he sounded great. And the songs were awesome. Black Sabbath was great. He played for about an hour. He himself, his set was about an hour. Half was solo, his solo hits, and half was Black Sabbath, and really turned out great. Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and a ton of other bands. And I will note, Steven Tyler sounded amazing. Steven Tyler showed up, and he was part of an all-star band, and he did 3 songs. What I know, they canceled the Aerosmith tour because he had vocal issues. Man, he must have had some surgery because his voice sounded phenomenal. And whoever produced that show, put it together, the production elements were great. I mean, the whole thing from start to finish sounded awesome. So, yeah, went over to Deuce's house. He made his famous air fry chicken wings, which I forget the recipe. He told me the recipe. I should have written it down. But the crunch was, just ridiculous. You could hear the crunch down the block. Amazing wings, and we had some appetizers and hung out and chatted and had 3 Diet Cokes. And, yeah, we were just, it was a good time. Got to catch up, and Allie, his wife, and his puppy Cooper, who's now my best friend. So, yeah, we had a good time over there. And I recommend, if you want to, if they still sell it on demand, if you want to watch the Ozzy thing, it was really good. A lot of it on TikTok and Instagram now as well. But a very busy week from start to finish for me. I hope you had a good holiday week. I hope you got some time off to spend with friends and family. And by the way, before we move on to other things, I will tell you, with the whole kind of feeling of summer is here, July 4th, right? We're in the thick of it now. I just saw this poll this morning. What is the top summer activity? Eating ice cream. So hopefully you did a lot of that. By the way, some other things, as you'd imagine: swimming in a pool, grilling, road trips, vacations, going to the beach. Number 1, eating ice cream or popsicles. So hopefully a lot of that over the past week. And here we are, Monday after the holiday. Plenty more to do. We will discuss the new trend on first dates. What is it? It has to do with the women. We will get into that at 7:48. A new super speeder law in Florida, and someone has broken it already. Your next Bald and the Beautiful Entertainment about 8:12. National Day's good news stories late 8 o'clock hour. We will have clouds, a little bit of rain, might see some sun, a peak of it later before sunset. And it'll be about 80 to 82 or so. Tomorrow, a little warmer, 85 to 90, and we should get mostly sun tomorrow. Phathead and Cande, My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.